Welcome to part 2 of this video, and we're talking about the Bears beating the Panthers at home. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit the like button, hit the sub button, hit the bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like it, and let's dive back on into this craziness that is this loss. Um, so for linebackers, is where we left off. If you didn't see part 1 of the video, go check that out now. If you're wondering who Win Howe is, that I'm doing a grading scale with, he is a good friend of mine and a loyal Panthers fan for years. So go check out the live stream. You'll see me get into depth with this chart here and my grading scale. And he posted up some grades as well. So I'm going to give you those grades as well as my opinions. Let's go. Linebackers. Shaq. 6 tackles on the day for him. Good run stopping. Good consistent play for 3 games in a row now. Very happy with him right now. Tahir Whitehead, 5 tackles. Quietly sneaking around getting his 5 tackles, but I mean, you didn't see much of him, but he was there. Yeah, he was a ninja. But he was there. He got it done. And I saw a lot of soft coverage again for the fifth week in a row now. I don't know what's up with the soft coverage. Maybe we're starting to stop the yards after the catch by focusing on tackling, but either way, soft coverage allowing those soft passes of 1 to 10 yards. So, you got to factor that in with the linebackers, the corners, the free safety, and the strong safeties. So, we gave the linebackers a C plus, both of us, because of the fact that they allowed so many of those soft passes. However, I could be convinced to go to a B minus because of Shaq. Now, I've heard that people were complaining about Tahir Whitehead. We'll see. We'll see about that. But not a bad day for both of them, really. So we'll go on to corners. B for both sides on the grading scale. And the corners made critical stops at the right times, but allowed the third downs. That's a big problem. Because those third downs kept the drive going for the Bears. And they eventually turned it into points. But what I did notice was great pass deflections. Now, pass deflections is one of the things that I was highlighting as a thing that we needed to do as a goal. And we got 8 total in this game. Very happy with that. Douglas had 3, Chin had 2, and Trey Boston had 1. So, very happy with that. I forget who had the other 2, but very good day. So, that is one of the goals accomplished on this defense. Now, we're still struggling a little bit with tackling, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But as of right now, the corner position looked real good. We were solidly tackling. And Then you go into the free safety, Trey Boston. 8 tackles, 1 pass deflection. And he had good tackles on the ones that he got. You know, he didn't give up big plays like he typically does when he's playing Jekyll and Hyde defense. And we talked about that a lot. So great job, Trey. 3 consecutive games where he's not giving up big plays is a definite plus for the defense. And I want to point that out and give praise where it's due. Trey is stepping up for us. And, I'm not going to take off for the soft coverage because everybody had soft coverage on defense. Let's be honest. Because, like I said, I think the focus is on yards after the catch and making the tackles. So, I'm not going to blame him for that one. But, yeah, all in all, good day for him. So for free safety, we both gave a B grade. Very happy with that. Very happy. Strong safety, Jeremy Chinn. Excellent day as always. Got 5 tackles at the crucial moments when we needed him most. I mean, Jeremy Chinn is just incredible. I love this dude. Like, I'm starting to really love this dude right now. He has stepped up and gotten it done for us on defense. He is racking up tackles every game. I mean, what more can you ask of the man? What more can you ask of him? B plus from me. And a solid B from Win. So, we're both very, very happy with him. Special teams. Gotta tack off a little bit for that missed field goal, man. Any points that you don't put up on the scoreboard, especially long field goals like that, that's not good. So a B minus on me for my grade. C plus for him. And the reason why is because we're looking at an asterisk next to both of those letter grades for the reason of play calling and coaching. And if you watch the live stream, you would see exactly why we decided on that. But we both agreed that because of coaching, choosing to kick the long field goal instead of going for it in that situation, for the lack of a good offensive play, we ended up not getting any points, and they took over at that field position right towards midfield. So that's really dangerous right there. And really not happy with that. So, that being said, we're putting an asterisk next to that. And that leads us into play calling. Play calling was suspect once we got into the field goal range and into the red zone. The rest of the drive looked great. On every single drive. Once we got into field goal range, it turned into the Norv Turner show with offensive play calling, where we didn't know what the heck we were calling. I was like, what in the world is this? It's like our offense just completely stalled and hit a brick wall every time we got in there. We just couldn't finish drives, and it was frustrating. It's just And it's not a new issue because we've had this same issue for the past 4 to 5 games here. Come on, let's be honest. We've had the same issue. Third and short issues with play calling. Red zone issues with play calling. And I mean that could be mostly on Joe Brady, but it could also be on Teddy for the audibles. We don't know. We don't know, man. So, because Teddy could be doing a lot of the play calling too. There's no way to actually be totally sure whose fault this is. But I gotta tell you, the play calling is suspect. Really suspect. So, my notes for this game were the tackling was good in the game, but we could always get better. And was this trap game the one that may ruin our season? Is it the one that determines if we throw away the season? I'll let you guys decide in the comments below on that. 9 wins is still a possibility, but it puts pressure on us to not drop another game like this, and we have to split with the Saints. That Buccaneers game becomes crucial. The Saints are looking at 12 wins on the year if they sweep us. Tampa's on the rise right now. And we're going to play Tampa real soon. We got the Saints up this week. It's not looking good, folks. And I kind of drew up my predictions for what I think is going to happen. I'm looking at a loss to the Saints in the Dome, a win versus the Falcons at home, a loss to the Chiefs in KC. KC's a tough place to play. Plus, they're loaded. Think about that. Don't sleep on KC, man. Don't sleep on KC. They may have looked bad in a couple of games here, but don't sleep on them. Tampa Bay at home. That's the one. That's the one I'm circling. If we win that game, we could win 9 games. If we don't, we're tossing away our chances. And possibly going 8-8. Tops. The following week, we get a win versus Detroit at home. We lose to the Vikings in Minnesota. Now that one could be turned around. I could see that one getting turned around. If we get ourselves back together, we win over Tampa Bay, we beat Detroit, and we go into Minnesota playing confidently. Again, I've said that one might be a trap game for either team. Now, I'm changing that to either team. It could be a trap game. Because if they think that they're playing the 2019 Carolina Panthers, they're wrong. This is a totally different team. We're not going to roll over this time. So, that's a big one to get right there. If we can get that win, that puts us back on track for 9 or 10. A win over Denver at home. Denver's nothing to sleaze at right now. We go into Green Bay, Lambeau Field. We have a 2-4 record in Lambeau Field. I don't see a win there. Sorry to tell you guys, I don't see a win there. Rodgers might have had a rough game last week, but don't let that distract you from the damage he's been doing for the rest of the season. The man's extremely dangerous, and so is that team. Yeah, the defense got beat up, but I mean, consider who Who beat them up, though? You know, consider how physical that team was that beat them up. Um, yeah, because they manhandled that Green Bay defense. They're going to be angry and they're going to start playing a lot better from here on. Just know that, guys. They're not going to take that loss easily. So I don't see a win in Green Bay. Sorry. They've been easily getting these wins, you know, in clutch moments. And, you know, Rodgers is still getting overlooked. So I don't know how that happens, but we get a win over Washington. And then we take that last loss to the Saints at home. Now, that's a game that we could win and split the Saints series with. But they've got a lot of depth. That's the problem. They probably will take out some of the starters, you know, to prepare for the playoffs. Kamara might not be there. Breeze will probably only play for like 3/4 or something like that. You know, to keep him healthy. But again, that's one that we could turn around. But I don't know. So you're looking at 9 wins if we beat Tampa in a win over either the Vikings or a split with the Saints, which means the last game. And finally, my final notes about this game, after giving my final grades, which are an A- in coaching. Win gives it a B+. Play calling C+ for me. Play calling C+ for Win. Tackling B+ for me. Tackling is an A for Win. So, if you want to know why those are the grades they are, go check out the live stream on the Facebook page. Keep pounding, same letter, same name, in all capital letters. And so here's my final thoughts. I'm surprised the Bears are 5-1 right now. But that defense is for real. I've been saying it all week. The Bears defense is for real. They shut us down. And perhaps that's why they have 5 wins. It could be. That offense didn't look too impressive. You know, if you look at 23 points versus the rest of the scores the Bears have put up, not too impressive. But, you know, we kind of gave them 3 turnovers and a little bit on defense. So that wasn't a pleasant game for us. They flipped the script on us. They took our game plan and used it for themselves. Which essentially means, you know, the game plan going in was to try to get field goals early because we knew we would struggle with the play calling in the red zone and the field goal zones, field goal area of the field. So the thought was, okay, let's get field goals and then try to get like 2 or 3 touchdowns and win the game. You know, playing good defense and not letting them score. You know, if we keep holding them to field goals, we've got a shot to win that game. But we get turnovers. DJ dropping the ball 5 for 11 targets on the day. Come on, DJ. Come on, bro. 5 for 11. 5 for 11. After all the success he's had this year, 5 for 11? Really? And I get it. Maybe Fuller was on him. Maybe Fuller was on him and got a couple of pass deflections, but come on, DJ. 5 for 11. You got more in you than that. I get it. Players have bad days. It happens. But 5 for 11. In crucial situations, crucial drops, that cost us the game. Really, man? Gotta lay the tough love on you, man. Because we got to hit the grindstone in these games, man. We got to get it done. There's no excuse for losing to the Chicago Bears again. Like, how many times have we lost to the Bears? How many times? There's no excuse for it. Every single time we go into these Bears games, we've got more talent than they do. Every single time. And we still lose. We come in there overconfident, thinking we can beat them, and it'll be an easy win. We just do what we do. And then we just drop the ball. Every time. Turnovers, penalties, the whole 9 yards. We went backwards. But you'd never know it from the stats. You would never know it from the stats. That's the thing. That's the frustrating part about this game. Is that stats only tell you half the story. What happens on the field? That's where the real fun begins. Because you've got players getting in players' heads. You've got all kinds of situations that can pop up and happen. You just never know. But against that Bears defense, I thought we did pedestrian. Let's put it that way. I thought we did pedestrian. I think that's the best word to put it. Because, we could have gotten 2 to 3 touchdowns, but after that I see field goals. You know what I mean? I see field goals. But and that's fine. As long as our defense holds up. But our defense choked. Let's be honest. Let's go ahead and use the C word here. The defense choked. They gave up 2 touchdowns. Plus the turnovers. Oh, and don't even tell me about Teddy Two Gloves, the final drive, throwing that pick. Let's not even get into that, man. On the first play, Teddy, come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. This team's gonna give us all heart attacks, man. I'm telling you. I love y'all. I love y'all for real. But you can't be doing this to us. You cannot be doing this to us, man. Every single week. You're going to give all the Panthers fans strokes. I'm not even joking, bro. If I live past 60 and I die at 70, it won't be because of this team. But if I die at 60, you might as well just go ahead and write on my gravestone, died by the Panthers football games. Because, Lordy, mercy. Y'all about to put me in the hospital with all this junk, man. Stop it, y'all. Stop the turnovers. Stop the dumb penalties. We're better than this. Let's play like it. Now we're going into a Saints game, and the Saints are about to blow us out. Playing like that. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be pretty. 14 points at least. The way the Saints are rolling. 14 points at least. Now there's some holes in that Saints D, But, you know, Kamara's going to carve us up unless we find a way to seal off that edge and stop those running plays. And Breeze is going to slice our secondary into Swiss cheese the way we're playing the soft defense right now. We need to step it up. If we don't eliminate the turnovers, if we don't eliminate the dumb penalties, and stop beating ourselves, I don't know where this team's going this year. If that's the way we're going to play. But if we can eliminate all that stuff and play like we're supposed to, we got a chance at 9 wins. Do you want this or not, Panthers? We're coming up on crunch time. There is no second chance. There is no second chance after this. Once we reach that Bucks game, that's it. We either win that Bucks game or we lose it. We either win or we choke. Which is it going to be, Panthers? Now, I'm not expecting a win in New Orleans. But that Tampa game and that Atlanta game, we better win those 2 games. Or we got 0 shot at 9 wins. It's out the window. It's gone. It's down the street. It's under a bridge somewhere where we'll never get to it again. Do you want this? Let's find out. And my final talking point is, how much are we going to use Mike Davis versus Christian McCaffrey when Christian McCaffrey comes back healthy? Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. What should be the ratio? Should we use Christian McCaffrey more 60-40? Should we use Mike Davis more for receiving? What should we do? You know? You guys tell me. What do you think we should do? I want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Keep pounding.